Right, so we are doing a revision on the weekend one, and I want you to help me to set the client right. So imagine you are at home, your client is lying on the table, and you're just coming into the room. There is anything that I need to change now? Sorry? The towels. Okay. So first, I need to be sure that the towel is all the way down. Why do I do that? Can you put your hands to the side? Even more, even more. So even if the client's hands to the side, they are still warm, especially in this weather. Anything else?
Leg.
Leg. Right. So what I do, I lift the client's legs and I put a pillow underneath. Now, come very close because I want you to see where exactly to put the pillow. So what you need to have is that the toes touching the table. So these would not be good, and these also. Yeah. So you need really. Do you see this? Do you see this? What happened? It brings instability here. So you need just this area to be supported. Now, pillows. Try not to have a very narrow pillow because then the legs are always falling. So try to have a pillow that is wide and, you know, it's not too squashy and not too hard. Good. Next one is the other towel. Yeah, which you do that. You're taking the two towels together. Yeah, and then you lifting it up, and then you tucking the lower towel onto the underwear, and then you cover it. So this is from now on how I'd like you to have the towel. You're covering the whole body, even men and women, doesn't really matter. Just make them feel warm. How many of you had a massage that it was a bit cold and you kind of not very comfortable? No. So the temperature for us should be slightly warm, too warm, because we're active. Their body temperature lower down because they're not doing much. Okay? Do you want to practice just that one?
No.
Please do. It's very important. It's very important. You won't believe how many later in the course you still struggle with. You don't need to undress. Take your shoes off only. Go for it. 5 minutes each and then come back.
And is that one hard enough? Because you said not too hard, not too soft.
I think it's hard enough because it keeps the form well. Yeah.
Dory,
Yep.
can we use like the old towel if we can instead of the pillow? Or
You could. Again, not ideal. It's nice to have a full support from. Okay. So let's start. Where's the oil? Oh, great. Good. Oops. Right, good, thank you. Right, so starting with a nice, most important person, the therapist, to start with. You start by creating warm hands, or if you want just to have your minute of really balancing yourself. You have to start in a nice way. It was funny because yesterday we have clinic day, and we have one student who was late, and he basically just come, really upset. It was late for transportation, and he had 3 clients, one after the other. And he was just rage about transportation and the day before. But at the end he said, wow, it was amazing because I've relaxed so much doing it that I'm just a complete different person. So we were joking, I hope you didn't give this anger to your clients. So just be sure not to do that, but try to be there. Try to really fully be there, that whatever you do, it doesn't matter. Leave everything, don't bring it, and keep it away, and then life is different. Then you get everything to be relatively kind of easy if you can just forget it.
Just
and you realize.
Interest, is there like a period of time that you should make sure you have between each client? Is there like a set amount?
Sometimes it's
It
no
just
time.
depends on-
You just do it one
Right.
after the other.
Right.
I want you to practice in a way that you could have 4 clients
One after the
and you just give the few minutes between to prepare
Should be
everything.
5 minutes or something as a minimum.
Okay, so starting with a nice hold, yep? You help me with the effect. What's the effect of hold?
To relax
Listen-
them.
listen
To
the
relax.
The
breathing.
client and yourself.
Listen to breathing, relaxing me and the client. How do I know that the client would be relaxed? The breathing, good. And then come and take the towel from here. Now there are many ways to take the towel off the back. I see some students really doing that. So that's called they do it in payments, you know, one after the other. Yeah. Which make everything very hard if you're on the lower back. So try to really glide the towel, yeah, this way. Glide the towel. So it's all very kind of nice and it looks neat. You know? Can I undo the bra? So starting with the how does it called? What's the effect of effleurage?
Bringing the circulation on.
Warm up.
To warm up. Which circulation? Is it deep circulation or superficial? Superficial circulation, increase the circulation.
Kind of gets you into it as well a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Motion.
Good. I think the mostly is really relaxing the client, yeah? Now, with relaxing indirectly, you will have lower the heartbeat. What else? Slow the breathing. What do you think happened to the blood pressure?
It just goes down.
Goes down. What happened to the digestion, maybe? Sorry? It might be slowed down or maybe speed up. We'll see later. Yeah? Good. So, could you tell me which effleurage is better? This one? Or this one?
This
Second
Why?
one.
because you're moving
more
your body.
Good. So really be sure that you're bending both knees.
You can really feel the difference as well.
Interesting. And that's very interesting. She feels the difference. Yeah? Why don't you do it differently? Do it in the right way and do it in when you're, and let them guess and see. Okay? Good. Coming back to here, maybe let the camera go around. Which effleurage have we done to the neck?
Diamond.
Remember the diamond effleurage? Now, what I would like to avoid is you doing that. Yeah? Where, yeah, it's a problem. So if you are short, come from the side, yeah? Then come to the center, and then go all the way up. And again, to the side. Just to avoid the hip stuck into the face cradle, or do on to the other side. So maybe if the camera can show my legs, the leg work is very important. So from here to the side, and get your leg glide around the table, coming back, and then, and again to the side. So it's a small movement, but actually place you right when you need it to do the next move. Okay, and then we have the side to side. Yeah, good. Now Petrissage, yeah? So what's the effect of Petrissage?
Get the blood.
It's kind of medium, it's not really deep tissue,
No.
but it's deeper.
Yeah.
Deeper than effleurage. So
Starting to move the muscles around a bit.
start to move the muscles around. Blood flow where to? Actually, it's to the muscles, deeper. You go deeper into the muscle. Yeah? And maybe you relax the muscles, yeah? So, yeah. So let's start with a few Petrissage that we've done. We've done the base of the wrist. Now, it's more to do looking at my body moving than the hand itself. So really move and lean onto it. Yeah. So this is the base of the wrist. Now I can do reinforced fingers. Reinforced finger kneading. Yeah. Is it effleurage you do in a big surface like Petrissage? Petrissage do you do on a bigger surface or you do on a smaller area? A lot smaller area. Good. Good. And then you can do also what other Petrissage we did? We did the alternating hand, remember? Yeah. And then the ringing. Yeah. Good. So a lot of body movement. And again, I want Hannah to say, which one do you think is better? Only Hannah. This one or this one? Second one. Okay. I think that we underestimate a client to really not to feel, but they really feel if you're moving your body. There is something extra into that. Okay. The extra Petrissage I want to show you, or two, I want to show you the knuckles. Yeah. So this is that part or that part sometimes. Yeah. And you're putting your fist onto the client, you reinforce it, and then you slowly move. You can do it this way, or you can do it that way. So either with that end, can you do it together with me? That end, or this one, this surface.
The phalanges or the knuckle.
Yeah,
So is it
yeah, exactly, both
The
of them.
flat surface you use.
This is I use the flat surface here,
Or over top, yeah.
or the knuckle. It's not the knuckle, it's actually the metacarpals, if you want. Oh, you know it now, metacarpals. Yeah? Good. Yeah? You can do even, if I want, ask the camera to come closer, it's something that looks like the thumbs. Come closer and you see that the thumbs is the first one. Yeah? Maybe if you can go down so let the others to see also. Yeah? And then you just go that way. You just go that way. And actually the thumb here is very dominant. You can really dig into the thumb really nicely. And even more, if you want to go even deeper, what you do is you put your other hand here, and now this hand dig in more into it. So it looks like two parts, and it's very stable.
But she's
Very,
not
very
gonna feel that this finger, it's
Yeah.
digging.
It's digging, but also that area.
Oh.
So it's all together.
Just the thumb.
All together. It's like a plow. Yeah? Yeah, it's like a plow. Yeah? And not even enough, you can do something that I really like, and that's do that and massaging this way. You know why? Because a lot of the massages we do, the hand goes that way. So it's nice to do something opposite. It will really give you a relief. Yeah? And you really use the hard bone here to really dig nicely into the muscles.
It's not on the spine, is it? It's right next to it.
It's on the erectospinae muscle. Yeah? So it's not on the spine, no.
It's the bit
You
beside
wouldn't
the
do bone to
spine.
bone.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
You wouldn't do bone to bone. You can take it all the way to here. And should we do some technique for the neck as well?
Yes.
Yeah? So maybe come around and let me come into here. So first of all, you can do, you need to prepare your legs. So if you want to push into, you need to have one leg forward, one leg backward. If you want to do side to side, you see how I organize the leg position. So you want to dig into, you can do just that. it too much, Hannah?
It's
Is it? Okay.
Right down there.
Good. And then you can come to the opposite side. You can do the finger kneading. Remember the picking?
How much pressure do you use? Because when I was doing it, my client was like, started laughing, you know, like I'm tickling or something.
So do it slower.
Okay.
So if you do and it's too much, you can reduce the depth or you can reduce the speed. How is that? Okay. And then from there, you can do finger kneading onto the neck itself. Remember, no pressure down, only to the side. And then remember the occipital bone?
Yeah.
So now you can come and just have your fingers on, you're kind of following the muscle when the muscle attached to the bone. This is a fantastic area. Really, really good. Well, lots of headache starts from here. The neck tension spread to headache. If you know this point well, it's going to be really nice. And I'll ask you to palpate on each other to feel it. Yeah? And then you can continue a bit more on finger kneading on the scalp. Yeah? So, really nice. Around the occipital bone. Remember the occipital bone on the back? Yeah? What other bones do you remember here? Temporal bone? Frontal? And a parietal? That's good enough. You don't need more, really.
feels nice.
Good. Right. Then, let's...
The percussion?
Now we're doing the percussion. So you finish here. Actually, you can do a bit more effleurage to finish nicely. And then after that, you cover it again.